Welcome to Pokemon Explained. I'm Ryan.
I'm Rowan.
Let's talk Pokemon.
Alright, so we're going to start with the news as we always do.
Yep.
Just anime news this week.
Which is good.
Yeah, makes a change from the other news. So we're starting with the time slot change.
Yep. There's no episode on Sunday.
Yeah, so it'll be like a 10-day wait for the next episode or so.
Yeah, it's the Friday after that, 11 or 12 days. It's a while before the next Pokemon episode. But don't worry, we're still doing a Let's Talk Pokemon episode next week. Got something a bit different planned. But yeah, so the next episode is not until the Friday, the October 9th. We also have episode listings for the upcoming 4 episodes.
Yeah.
The titles. The next one is Versus Zapdos, Legendary Raid Battle, which looks like a really good episode.
Yeah.
We saw the trailer
at the end of
this
this episode.
yeah.
Yep. Then the episode after that is Operation Dub Pikachu and Half Marshtomp. So I'm thinking it's like a 2.
Yeah, it's like
episode.
might be like a half and half episode. Or
yeah, like that brilliant episode, the Magikarp episode, which
it might be like that. Or
I'm assuming it will be.
We'll see.
Yeah.
After that, they've got the start of the Sword and Shield arc, which looks so good.
Yeah.
The first one's Slumbering Weald, and the second one is Darkest Day. So, Darkest Day confirmed, which is what we all thought.
It looks really cool.
Yep. Speaking of it looking really cool, we got a trailer for those upcoming 4 episodes, and
the animation obviously looks really good as it has this season, and it looks like it's got that overarching story, which is what we want.
Yeah, because we haven't really had any overarching stories. Like we've had like Ash battling Bea.
Yeah.
But, like, no multi-episode thing. Like, you have to tune in next episode to see the results of, or what...
Yeah, like a to-be continued of sorts.
Yeah. Because
Um,
each episode journeys, it's like its own little adventure.
Yeah, which is what I like about it.
But I'm keen for, like, some serious storytelling, actual, tension,
Yeah, I get what you mean. When I was watching the trailer, I was thinking to myself, this is basically the trailer for last week's poster.
Yeah. Last week we had that poster, and this basically animated all of the cool things from that poster.
The only thing that I didn't see in there, which it might have been in there, I just didn't see it, the Suicune.
Yeah. They also showed Mewtwo in there. That probably isn't in the next 4 episodes. Yeah. Really got me hyped for more of the anime. The Pokemon Journeys anime is so good. If you haven't watched it yet, what are you doing? Watch it.
I mean, why would you be watching this video if you haven't?
True.
But yeah, that's basically the news.
Okay, let's move on to the anime review.
Good episode.
Yeah, so this was the Ash versus Bea rematch episode.
They went to Johto.
Yep.
And went to Chuck's gym.
Yeah, Go informed him that Bea was in Johto.
And her rank was so low.
Oh yeah, like 179 or something, 159. I don't know. It was low. Like we found out that you can't battle someone if they're not in the same league as you. So she's going to be promoted real soon. So this was like Ash's last chance to battle her before she got promoted to the next league, Hyper
League. Yeah.
So they go to Johto to Chuck's gym.
Yep.
Ash just interrupted Chuck and Bea's battle,
which was pretty cool. It was the Octolock and the Poliwrath. Yeah, because her phone went off for the championship battle notification.
Chuck was real cool about it.
Yeah, and he remembered Ash, which was really cool, and showed that still of the.
I love that still, because it was like an episode from Johto, but with the new animation, and so it was Ash in his old outfit.
Yep.
Really cool.
With the Bayleaf and
Bayleaf versus Poliwrath.
The battle pretty much got on straight away.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. And it was basically the whole episode.
Yeah.
The battle.
Yep. Well, it was a 2v2 battle, so kind of had to be.
He started off with Pikachu. She started off with Hitmontop. I love the strategy in the battle. It was really cool. Slowing it down with like the electric attacks and Electro Web.
Which the first time he aimed Electro Web at the Hitmontop, but it's spinning sort of like got rid of the net.
Yeah.
So Ash's strategy was to aim the net at the ground.
And then it went to attack and got slowed down enough for Pikachu to hit an Iron Tail. And then a quick attack which
caused an explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that too during the thing. We were watching it together and we're like, what caused the explosion?
I said it must be like covered in C4 or something.
But yeah, so Pikachu managed to beat the Hitmontop.
Yep.
Pretty good fight.
And then, obviously, she sent out her...
Graplocked.
I forgot its English name.
Yeah, because we're used to watching the Japanese.
So, Pikachu went up against that, got caught with the Octolock,
Yep.
and couldn't really do anything.
Yeah, he tried using a Thunderbolt. I was saying when watching, use Thunderbolt. They can't, escape it because they're physically holding on.
But it didn't have any energy to let one out.
And then tried to do an Iron Tail. Didn't work.
And then what I thought was really cool, after it was knocked out, was Riolu went and picked it up and
brought it back to Ash.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it looked super intense when it was going to battle.
Did the fist thing.
I want that as a GIF.
That brings us to the Riolu versus Graplock fight.
Yeah.
Rematch.
It started off really cool. Riolu walked into the battle looking calm and collected.
And intentionally got caught in the Octolock.
Well, first it used a vacuum wave to knock back.
That's right. It used Aqua Jet, and then it vacuum waved it, which was really cool. And the water splashed back at Graplocked.
And then, as you said, it intentionally got caught in a Octolock.
Yep.
And it was all calm and relaxed, and put its paws where
for Force Palm.
Yeah. And then it just broke out of it.
And I really loved the aura that they were showing over it at the time.
Yeah. She went to use close combat, and Riolu went in for another Force Palm, and then they both hit each other at the same time, and they fell down.
Yeah, and Riolu got the Force Palm straight to the head.
And I liked how it was...
Left a red mark, yeah. And they both fall to the ground. And
then the Rotom referee said that they were both unable to battle, and it was a draw.
Yeah, I was really expecting Ash to win, and I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah.
I was wondering what happens when somebody who's ranked 900 beats somebody who's ranked 100. Would she go up a lot and he go down a lot, or would it just be you go up 50, you go down 50, or I was wondering what would happen. So it was interesting.
It wouldn't make sense for him to beat her, I think, with the rank difference.
But no, that's really good because the ranks didn't change at all because of the tie, meaning that she's going to move on to her next rank real soon, and so Ash will have to wait until he's in the Hyper League to battle for another rematch where he'll probably eventually win. But yeah, it's good that he's got this rival, because he doesn't really have a rival in Journeys. In the original series, it was Gary. In Diamond and Pearl, it was Paul. You'd have this ongoing rivalry with another character, and you'd see them every so often. So we didn't really have that. I mean, you could kind of say that Go and Ash are rivals, but not really, because they don't have the same
goals.
Yeah, even Kiawe was saying a couple episodes back about Go being his rival, and Go's I'm not his rival.
Yeah,
it's good that we have this ongoing Ash needs to get stronger to beat this person thing.
Yeah, I liked after the battle.
They're eating the sweets.
Chuck was you need to eat sweets to gain your stamina. I'm thinking that's terrible nutritional advice.
Yeah, you would think that somebody who's into, fighting, karate and stuff like that, they would be gotta eat healthily,
Yeah, no, it's just this huge plate of...
Too much for four people.
Just sweets. And it was good seeing Bea, being nice. Because after the last battle, when she beat him, she just walked off
She
trash.
didn't even bother to learn his name.
Yeah.
It was just the Riolu trainer.
And then she was really cool. She fed Pikachu and Riolu.
Hmm.
And I think they all became friends at that point, which was
She
good.
still didn't bother to learn his name. Yeah, really good episode. I would say 9 out of 10 Riolus.
I'd probably give it a solid 9 Force Palms out of 10.
Is that 9 of them?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that brings us on to this week's discussion. We thought since we're at a fighting dojo, why not talk about fighting Pokemon?
God, there's a lot of cool fighting Pokemon out there.
Yeah, we were looking at the list of them. There's not a whole lot of fighting types in some of the generations.
Nah. Generation 1 only had 6 or so?
Something like that, yeah. That's why so many of the fighting types in the dojo, they all had the same ones.
Yeah.
There would always be a Machop and a Machoke and a Mankey and a Primate. That's basically all they had.
Or a Poliwrath.
Yeah, and
But not in the original dojo.
Yeah, I was talking about the original dojo. And then the leader of the dojo, the Karate Master, would have the Hitmonlee and the Hitmonchan. You could pick one of them. Yeah. Which one did you usually pick when you were a kid?
Hitmonlee.
Okay, I always went Hitmonchan.
I preferred the kicks. rather than the punches. Although I did like the elemental punches.
Yeah. Generation 1 had a
And there wasn't
interesting list of
yeah,
fightings, but quite minimal.
because there wasn't that much. I remember the Elite Four fight with Bruno.
Yeah, he had Onyx as
Onyx,
well.
and yeah, so add some ground types in there. Ground rock.
Gen 2 didn't really help out this shortage of fighting type. They only really added Heracross, Tyrogue, and Hitmontop. Tyrogue and Hitmontop being part of the same evolutionary line as Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. But it's cool that there's a third option. I just hate the method of getting Hitmontop.
I hate the method of getting Heracross.
Oh yeah, the
Headbutting trees.
and it's like a 1% or something. It's something low. Now I hate with the Tyrogue Hitmontop. You have to have its attack and its special attack the same, wasn't it? Or attack and defense.
defenses,
Yeah, attack and defense the same. So you have to get one with a nature that's not going to
Or feed it vitamins.
Yeah.
Gen 3 had like a pretty good amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also was the first time they did the firefighting typing, which
people think got old really quickly.
yeah, they did overuse it. The problem was they did it 3 generations in a row. They did it with Blaziken, they did it with Infernape, and then they did it with Emboar.
Yeah.
It just got a bit stale. And then when we saw Incineroar, and we're like, oh, this better not be another firefighting, but luckily it ends up being Fire Dark.
Yeah.
Although it looks like it could be firefighting.
Yeah, because it's like based on a bad wrestler, which is a heel. Like,
Even Cinderace looks like as though it could be firefighting. I know it's like a soccer player.
I think it looks
not
too sporty to be fighting. But I see where you're coming from with that.
Well, I usually associate sporty and fighting the same.
Makes sense. Like, it's all athletics. So, Gen 3 had, like, Combuskin, Blaziken, Breloom, Hariyama, and Makuhita.
Medicham, yeah. Broly was in Gen 3 as well, and he used a combination of Makuhita and Machop, or Makuhita, Meditite, and Machop, depending on if you're playing, what did you think of Broly?
Not the biggest fan of Broly. It's probably because he was early gym leader.
Yeah,
so
when you're the first or the second gym leader, there's not really much they can do with your Pokemon. You can't really be too unique. His whole gimmick was bulk up, which I will admit was pretty annoying, the boosted attack and defense.
Yeah.
If he got off a couple of them, yeah. And we already skipped over it, but Gen 2 had Chuck.
He had a great team. He's a later gym leader, but he only had the 2 Pokemon like Broly. It was Poliwrath and Primeape.
But both of his Pokemon felt powerful.
Yeah, I think the thing is it had a really good strategy.
Yeah.
Like, you had the double team and Focus Punch, or Hypnosis and Focus Punch.
Yeah, in the Heart Gold Soul Silver. Bit different strategy in Gold and Silver, but
yeah,
both of his Pokemon are pretty strong. They're around level 30 mark. And at that point in the game, you could be under-leveled because Gold and Silver is really weird with the leveling. Moving on to Gen 4, though, they added some consider the best fighting Pokemon, Lucario.
Yep, everybody likes Lucario. If you don't, you're a liar. Croagunk and Toxicroak, I've always been pretty fond of.
I've never used a Croagunk or Toxicroak.
I know Croagunk's German name for some reason, Glabunkel.
Yep.
And
I don't remember why we looked up that.
And obviously, as you said before, we have the Infernape and Monferno.
And Gallade, which at the time, back in Diamond and Pearl, back when I was 12, 13, whatever I was at the time, one of my favourite Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah.
So I never really liked the Gardevoir line, so I didn't really care for Gallade.
Okay.
I still don't really. It looks too alien for me.
I think that's the whole point of the Ralts line. I sort of see Ralts as like a little alien.
Yeah. There wasn't a fighting...
There was.
What was that?
Yeah, Maylene. Very forgettable.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Sinnoh gym leaders are forgettable.
It could just be that we haven't played the Sinnoh games for a while, but she did have a Lucario, which pretty cool, I guess. But I just feel as though Karina is a more memorable fighting type gym leader that also has a Lucario. So
yeah,
because Karina has her whole roller skates thing,
yeah,
and also the Mega Lucario just a bit, and also it's more recent, more fresh in our memory, because Diamond and Pearl quite a long time ago, which is okay.
Yeah, not the best.
Moving on to Gen 5, though, we did not have a fighting type gym leader, and
But we had some pretty cool fighting types, in my opinion.
I'm not a big fan of the Timber, Gerda, Conqueror line.
I like him. I like Nembor as well.
Okay, and I don't care for Sork and Throw.
Are you kidding? Sork and Throw... I'm sorry. Can't continue with that. They're terrible.
I feel as though they were trying to do another
Hitmonchan
thing, but the whole difference is, they both do karate. One's red and one's blue. One's tall and one's short. But I do like the Scraggy Scrafty line.
Yeah, they're really cool. Like little hoodlums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mine Fu, Mine Xiao. I never used them.
I haven't used them, but I don't mind their design.
And then we also had the trio of the...
Quadria, some would say.
Yeah, trio of the legendary sword Pokemon plus the mythical sword Pokemon Keldeo.
So, Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion, and Keldeo.
Yeah, my favorite of the four is Virizion. Probably, probably not the same with everybody else. I think Terrakion's the most popular.
My favorite.
We were just really into the Pokemon Black and White trading card game at the time, and I had a Virizion card that I liked, so that was my favorite.
I had the full art Terrakion, I believe. Yeah. I like Keldeo too. It's like one of my favorite mythicals. I know you don't really care for it.
Yeah, I could take it or leave it.
And then there was another mythical, Meloetta.
Yeah, specifically in its...
pirouette form.
Yeah. Otherwise it's normal psychic, whereas I believe this one's normal fighting. Yeah.
Not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, then that brings us to Gen 6.
Which
obviously we talked about Karina being a gym leader in Gen 6.
Yep.
Had the Lucarios. Is that all she used? I'm pretty sure that's all she used.
That's all she uses in her second fight, but you have to fight her once before that as the actual gym fight, where you have to... where she doesn't have any Lucarios. But before that, you battle her and she has 2 Lucarios, so it's a bit
odd.
silly.
Yeah, you'd think she'd have a Lucario at least as her ace in the battle.
I mean, she does. That's the second battle afterwards, but it's silly. In the Pokemon anime, she used a Lucario, so...
Makes sense.
And she's probably most known for using Lucario, but...
Yeah, like, I don't remember her team, apart from Lucarios.
Exactly.
It's weird. But what did she use? Mindfu, Machoke, and Horlucha.
Horlucha's really cool. Another
Yeah, that's one of my favorite
Gen 6 fighting types.
One of my favorite flying types as well. Flying Press is such a cool move.
It's a cool move, yeah.
Simultaneously flying and fighting.
Meaning that you'll hit grass types are super effective, and...
Yeah.
Does that mean it can hit ghosts? Because fighting can't, but flying can.
Ooh, I am not sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
Yeah, it's a cool Pokemon. Ash had one in the anime.
Yep. I think that's one of like my favorite additions from like Gen 6 Horlucha. What else was introduced in Gen 6?
Not much, man. Not much.
There was
Pancham and Pangoro, and the starter Pokemon Chestnut.
I liked Pangoro. I used one on my team. I can't believe I
Dark fighting type?
Yeah, dark fighting. Which is odd because I freaking hate pandas in real life. They're terrible animals. They don't do anything. Sorry for all you panda lovers out there, but yeah, personally, I don't think they serve any purpose. And Chestnut, like a grass fighting starter, it's unique, but I don't like its design at all.
It's a bit ugly. Moving on to Generation 7, which Alola, so no fighting gym leader, but they did introduce a few pretty cool fighting types.
Yeah, like Crabominal.
I don't care for that line. I was going to say Komo-o.
Yeah.
Fighting type, or fighting dragon type.
Pseudo.
Yeah.
Of that generation.
There's also Beware.
Yeah, Beware's kind of cool. I don't like Passimian.
Yeah, I don't like those monkeys.
Yeah, and then there was also the Ultra Beasts.
Buzzwole and Ferozma.
Yeah.
As well as the mythical Pokemon Marshadow. Moving on to the newest generation, Generation 8, which added Clobbopus and Graplocked, which really cool.
Surfetched and Galarian Farfetch'd, which I really like Galarian Farfetch'd. I really like Surfetch'd as well.
Surfetch'd was Sword exclusive, I believe, so...
I was looking at the exclusives from your one Twitter post, and Sword definitely had the best exclusives.
Really? I thought Shield had the better exclusives, in my opinion.
Oh,
I had Sword, and I thought Shield exclusives were better. He had Shield, and thought Sword exclusives were better.
Apart from the Legendary. That was one of the other fighting types added, Zamazenta.
Yep, and Phalanx, which... really cool. I like the little guy.
When I first saw it, and I didn't get a good look at it, I thought it was a bug type.
Yeah, you could easily...
Looks like a centipede or something.
But instead they're like little
soldiers.
shielders. Yeah.
And also they added the myth...
Yeah, Cubfu is a legendary.
Legendary. I wasn't sure if it was legendary or mythical. You know how mythicals always have that small, chibi look to them?
Not always, but
a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of them. The ones that have the base stats of 100 in each stat, like Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Manaphy.
Looking at Cubfu, it looks like a non-shadow Marshadow.
Yeah? Yeah?
That's canon to me now.
Cubfu, Urshifu, they're alright.
Yeah. Don't have anything bad to say about them, but...
nothing particularly nice either. The Isle of Armor, it was alright. Also Galarian Zapdos, which will be in the Crown Tundra expansion.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. Alright, so we've talked about all of the fighting type Pokemon now.
Yep.
Do you have a favourite?
I don't want to be generic and say, oh yeah, Lucario, but it kind of is, you know?
Really?
I also, as I said before, Gallade, one of my favourites when I was a lot younger. But I think I'll have to go Blaziken. I used Blaziken in competitive back in ORAS. I used it as my Mega.
There's a lot of fighting types that I do like. Heracross is up there.
Heracross is really cool.
Lucario is up there, but it wouldn't be my favourite, but obviously an honourable mention every time.
See, I really like Lucario from the 8th Pokemon movie, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, which you haven't seen, but...
No. But I like using a Lucario.
Aurasphere. Also, Lucario's in Super Smash Bros., which is really cool.
Lucario! So you're going to have to do that as well.
Stop making me edit in all of these things, it's annoying.
But what's my favourite fighting type? We said that there wasn't all that many fighting types, but a lot of them have great designs and up there. I really like Machamp as well. It's one of my favourites. Used to have that as a kid.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah. Oh, but I think... it's very difficult.
Okay, give us the top 3 then.
Okay, I'll put Machamp in my top 3.
Yep.
Put Heracross in my top 3.
Yep.
And I'll probably say Lucario.
I was expecting Hawlucha.
I was really tempted to put Hawlucha, but you only gave me a top 3. Couldn't give me a top 10 or anything. But yeah, probably those 3.
How about you do on your channel, my top 10 favourite fighting type Pokemon?
I don't have a channel.
Make a channel.
Maybe I will. Do you have any favourite fighting type moves?
I do like Aurasphere.
Flying Press is really cool.
Force Palm? Draining Punch. I really like that.
Close Combat's really cool as well.
Power Up Punch is really good.
Yeah.
Raises your attack and does damage.
Reversal.
Lower the health you are, the more damage it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of great fighting type moves.
Octolock. I mean, I don't know what it does, to be honest. I
haven't used it.
Yeah.
Grapplocked. Made it look cool in the anime, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it for our fighting type discussion. Let us know in the comments below which is your favourite fighting type Pokemon. Thanks for watching, and I'll explain you later. Also, thanks for joining me today.
Always fun.
And I'll explain you later.